We said a million nights just like this.
Okay, period. Hello, everybody. I am PK Grant. I am 24. I live in Minneapolis. For those of you that don't know me, I am at the rank of market mentor. Before this call, I was putting together a little playlist, and I got to like 30 songs, and I was like, hold on, this is not like a DJ virtual call. This is a team call. Let me stop right there because I'm going to want to play every single song. But tonight's call is actually part of my team's boot camp. This is day 3 of our boot camp, and I thought it would be absolutely amazing to have a special guest, and Lala is the special guest for this call because it makes sense. I know you guys see her on the chart. She kills it with VIPs. She's an absolutely beautiful person inside and out. I've only received genuine energy from her, so I'm really excited to be working with her on this call and to hear from her, to see her team, and to share some good information for you guys. But yeah, we're speaking all things VIP, how to attract them, how to keep them, maybe the objections that you guys are getting, and then we'll do like a little bit of kind of role play with that. So I'm gonna let Lala start. Take it away with attracting VIPs.
Hi, you guys. If you guys don't know me, my name is Lala. I am 28 years old. I'm also in the military full-time, so I work Monet part-time right now. I'm soon about to be getting out the military, so I'm about to be working this business full-time. But I just wanted to thank PK for allowing me to hop on this call and, you know, give you guys a little bit of insight of what has worked for me thus far, being in the business for only a little over a year. And we pretty much gonna go over what we do to attract VIPs is, one, you gotta be authentic, and that's period. Because if the moment you come off being spammy or anything like that, you know what, they're gonna like bypass your whole page, you know, and not even engage with you. Can you guys hear me okay? It's kind of like frozen. Okay. So being authentic, and another thing is being passionate. So once you are on your story and you genuinely have a connection with these products, you like them, you know, things of that nature, you have a testimony with these products, then people will sense that you are passionate about, you know, the stuff that you're putting on your Instagram, things like that. So also you always want to make sure that you're posting quality content, not just content, okay? Quality content. Because the moment, like I said, the moment you throw some content out there that's just like basic BS, no offense, but people aren't going to take you seriously. Make your own content. Don't sit there and use other people's content because somebody's aesthetic is not going to match with you. Like, I can't sit there and use PK's content because it doesn't match what my, you know, it doesn't match what my platform is for me. So quality content, valuable content, like shareable content, like relatable at the end of the day. So if you're posting content that nobody can relate to, nobody's going to share it. Nobody's going to, you know, if that makes sense, nobody's going to come across your page because the content that you're putting out isn't providing value. So make sure if you're not doing one thing, make sure you're providing value all the time. Another way that I like to attract my VIPs is with showing the current month's OFYs. And if you don't have your hands on it, I feel like it's going to be a little harder for you to, you know, get VIPs, because if they see you physically holding their product on your story, you have a better chance of them, you know, like being able to purchase with you because they see you physically holding the product. You're engaging with the product. You have literally everything in your hands, if that makes sense. Showing transformations, like not just your hair type, like all men, like type 1, type 2, type 3, type 4. Like I know I'm type 3, 4, but I also, you know, highlight the type 1s, like the straight hair, you know, things like that. So just don't be closed off just based off like your little, I guess, I don't know how to describe it. Let's just say like, if you're a curly girl, don't just limit your content just to curly girls. Like open it to everybody, because that's how everybody is going to be able to come together and, you know, you're gonna have more than just curly VIPs. Like I just don't have curly girls as VIPs. I have straight haired girls. I have men. You know, the list goes on and on. I also have a product spotlight on my feed for just like OFYs or like just products that I want to highlight. I feel like when you do that and you constantly are talking about, you know, your favorite product, then once people start to constantly see you talking about it and talking about it and talking about it and talking about it, they're like, okay, at this point she's annoying me, but I'm interested in what, you know, she has to offer, because if she's talking about it like this, you know, it has to be working. Like it has to. There's no way. Like nobody's not going to talk about anything that they aren't passionate about constantly. And also, I know we hear this all the time, like the 80-20 rule is super, super, super important to live by, because not everybody on not your audience, they don't want to see Monet all the time. Like they're sick of it. And they want to see like you as a person outside of Monet, if that makes sense. So when you go live, you don't always have to be talking about Monet. People want to get to know like the Lala outside of Monet, you know, so they can build that connection with you. And when people can build a connection with you, then they're more inclined to purchase with you. And I know I just got off a call, like Lauren, she said that for people to like be attracted to you, you have to, like, they can relate to you, if you inspire them, or if you are building trust with them. So those three things, I feel like if you can provide that value to them, then they're more inclined to, you know, become your VIP, things of that nature, if that makes sense. So that's pretty much how I attract VIPs. I know PK wanted to touch on how you attract VIPs. Does anybody have, I guess we'll just save the questions for the end, but you can take it away to explain how you attract your VIPs.
Perfect. Love that. So yeah, everything that she just shared with you guys, 100% agree with it. That was really good advice. And it's the common things that we already know. Share the transformations, share the testimonies, ask your VIPs how they're doing, and ask like, are you okay with me sharing this response of how you feel on my story? Sharing your personal hair, skin, and wellness routine that you're actually using the products. I think it's really good to do team activities with the products. So it's kind of giving other people like a FOMO. So as soon as our wellness products dropped, what my team and I did was greens check-in. So like in the morning, we would drink our greens and we would tag like people on the team and be like, checked in, like drank my greens today, like you guys do yours. So everybody saw that it was this community, that we were all on this health kick and drinking our greens. And they're like, okay, wait a second. I want to be a part of a community that's doing healthy things. I want to try these greens. I want to feel good. And that was attracting VIPs for us. On the other side of things, like the common things that we already know is, you guys, nobody is waking up like, I'm going to change all my hair care and skincare and wellness today. I'm going to throw everything away today and I'm just going to find something new. Like nobody's thinking that. So as our job, like as our role with these products is to bring value to our social media, bring value to our products and educate people. Never shame people and make them feel like shit for using these very, very, very toxic products that they get at Target and Walmart and wherever they're buying them from. We don't want to shame people. We just want to educate them and bring value to our products, so that we're constantly talking about them and we're constantly letting them know like, hey, this is what's happening with these store-bought products and this is what's happening with my products. Here's the value of them. They last longer. The consistency, they're naturally based, they're Leaping Bunny approved, like everything that our products are. Bring that value and share with people and educate them on what it is that they already are using, so that on their own they feel like, damn, I need to get rid of that shit I've been using and I need to hop on these Monet products. On top of you already sharing the before and after pictures, you're already showing that you're personally using them, and you've got a community of people that are also using these products. The other thing that I want to say, two other things actually, is with not shaming people for using their products, also don't shame companies, you guys. We hate that people see something on the internet about Monet and they just run with it. They're like, oh, I saw this on Instagram. So it must be true. So like, let me tell everybody that Monet sucks. So if we hate that, don't be that person with other brands, because we know that lawsuits come out about every single company that's a $1 billion company. We already know that. So let's not stoop to those people's levels to just run with like bashing another company. If that company works for you, that's great. So happy for you. I hope you love your results. I hope you feel good, all that. But I'm going to stick with Monet because that's what I truly feel is the best. And here's what I know about my company. Okay. And lastly, with attracting people is bringing value. And Lala already said this, but really bringing value through sharing other brands and other products that you're using. So for me personally, like I'm vegan. So on my story yesterday, I was sharing a bunch of vegan cheeses and egg substitutes and things that people are looking for that they don't know where they are. I know where they are. I am obsessed with veganism. So people being like, okay, yeah, she shared that cheese brand with me, or that egg brand with me that's vegan. I've tried it. I loved it. Let me try these vegan products that she's also talking about all the time. Maybe I'll like that too. So that's what I have for you guys for attracting VIPs. And next we're going to speak about keeping them. Go ahead, Lala.
Thank you. I love that you said to educate other people and not shame other companies. I've never heard anybody say that, but it makes sense. And I love how you just put it out there like that. But so how I keep my VIPs. So I made an Instagram page for my VIPs because I feel like it's just easier to keep track. Being organized is super important when it comes to this business because you can easily forget about someone, you know? So make sure you're always like keeping track of like who you talk to and all those things like that. But make sure you are constantly following up with your VIPs. You want to make them feel like literally like they're your best friend. So if you have to have that relationship where they feel like if they can ask you anything and you be there to help them no matter what. So you have to engage with them. Like I engage with all my VIPs, like on their Instagrams. I like their pictures, you know, constantly check in with them, making sure they're doing okay. I also, when I get new VIPs, I like put together a cute little thank you, like thanking them for their purchase with me. Like I'll make a cute little baggie with like shampoo, like the little travel size, Renew or Super Moisture, whatever, like energy packets, whatever. I send it off as soon as they complete the order the next day, just thanking them for, you know, at the end of the day, like everybody wants to feel appreciated. So make sure you're constantly showing appreciation for your customers and don't just reach out to them when there's a flash sale. I feel like that is so disrespectful because it's like, they're going to feel like you only want them for the flash sale. Like actually talk to them because they matter and they're a big part of your business. So if you want to have like a sustainable business when it comes to your VIPs, like make sure you're constantly checking in with them no matter what. I'll answer questions later. I don't want to get distracted, but where was I going with that? Oh, birthday reports is another way how I like, you know, constantly keep my VIPs. Obviously in your back office, you can run the birthday report to see when their birthdays are. And then you just reach out to them. Hey girl, happy birthday. Like for example, I ran my birthday report. I had a couple birthdays, reached out to my VIPs. Hey, I just want to let you know, happy birthday. I was thinking of you today. Bam, you have a coupon. You have to the end of the month to use it. And she's like, oh my gosh, thank you so much. Like all people want to do is feel like they matter and that they are, that, you know, that we care about them, which we do. So as long as you are constantly showing them that, then I feel like you're going to have a, what's the word? Like a lifetime long list of VIP customers. That's what I was going to say. And another thing is, I know like 5 or 6 VIPs who have had sponsors have reached out to me wanting to cancel their membership because of their sponsor, you know, not engaging with them or not talking to them. So don't be that sponsor when you have somebody, like when they sign up with you, like make sure you're talking to them and communicating with them because like I said, I keep saying this, people want to feel like they matter, like that you care. And we are providing a service to them. So make sure that you're checking on them because if they are shampooing wrong, then they're not going to like the products. You know what I'm saying? So make sure as soon as you get a VIP, that you constantly tell them, like, listen, this is how this product works. We're not the average, beauty company. Our products work different. So that's pretty much how I keep my VIPs. I also host giveaways in my Instagram page, things like that. What else? Yeah, that's pretty much it. Just not waiting for a flash sale to communicate with them. I communicate with them all year long, like no matter what. And then it just so happens that when there is a flash sale, they're like, hey, you know what? I want to get this. Okay, girl, let's do it. Pretty much. So that's what I do to keep my VIPs. What are some things you do, PK, to keep your VIPs?
Love that. So something that I think is really important that kind of people let just like go over their head is like, what do you think VIP stands for? It's a very important person. And before that, they were your potential. This was somebody that was interested. You already had your very important people. But as soon as you get that email, this is somebody who is very important to you. So I think it only makes sense to treat them like very important people, like they are. They're supporting your business. They're trying something new. Personally, like, I'm not sure if I would just try these products and like only order them online. Like, I'm going to be a part of the business. So somebody who's not a part of the business, like, really needs to be treated special. And I think a lot of people think after, getting that email, okay, my job is done. Like, I got my VIP. Let me go find my next VIP. No, that is when the relationship starts. As soon as you get that email, it's the beginning of your VIP. It's the beginning of the relationship with this person. So onboarding your VIPs is very important. A lot of people think you only onboard your market partners. No, your VIPs need you just as much as your market partners do, because like Lala said, our products are not like any other product on the market. They work a little bit differently and people need to be educated about them. So whether you want to get on a call with your VIPs after they sign up or when they get their box in the mail, or if you already have an email that is typed out that you send to all of your new people, some sort of information with value needs to be shared with your VIPs. So this is how you wash your hair. This is how you use the hair mask and how often. This is, whatever product it is, just educating them. The oil, this has literally 101 uses. Yes, you can put it on your skin, and yes, you can put it on your scalp, and yes, you can put it in the bathtub with you. Like, literally let them know all the ways that they can use the products that they're purchasing. Flex ship, guys. There is so much scary ass energy around flex ship that needs to go away. It's gotta go. It's flexible as hell. So lose the scary energy about like, oh my God, I don't know how to tell them about the flex ship, or like, oh my God, I don't even want to tell them. You get to pick whenever you want to order your next products and whatever you want to order. And you can throw a free product on top of it. And you're getting free shipping. Like, you guys have to make it so simple and valuable for them. Most companies will be like, on the 15th of every month, we're charging you. You don't have an option. Or we have a monthly fee of like, even if you don't get products, you have to pay your monthly fee. So it's really good to compare, like gym memberships and stuff. If you want to keep getting that nice body, you got to pay that monthly gym membership. Monet is dope. Our company is the best. You pay a one-time fee of $20 and you get the best hair or skin or wellness forever. So bringing value to that. But yes, explaining to your VIPs how they do their flex ship. If you want to send them a video, if you want to get on a call with them, but onboarding them so that they understand flex ship is super flexible. It's up to them. They know how to use their products, and that they know that they can come to you about anything. Like Lala said, do giveaways, very good. And have your Facebook or Instagram or email group pages. And that's what I think is best for keeping VIPs.
I wanted to tap on that really quick. So on my Instagram page, my VIP page, I have a video like how to wash my hair, how to push or flex ship, what is a flex ship, just because I feel like those things, like PK was saying, they need to be addressed. So when we are signing up VIPs, it's important to onboard them and educate them on our products, because like I said, they work totally different. So another thing, I personally, I don't know how you guys do it, but I do not push my VIPs flex ships back. I used to do that like early on in my business, but then I obviously got like so many and I didn't have the time to do that. So I created, you know, the video, like, yeah, like when you send the cart to your customers, it tells them how to like push the flex ship back and all that stuff. But I feel like it's better to make your own video, make it personable. Like I have a voiceover with me explaining to them how to do it, just so that like it's just takes a little weight off my shoulders. Like, yes, I'm still involved, and if they need anything, I'm still there. But I feel like having that video, those videos on your page to show them exactly like how things work will give them like a peace of mind. Cause I'm like, hey, I check in with them. You got to push your flex ship back. So just go to the first post that I posted and then like, let me know if you have any questions. You know what I'm saying? So that's all I had to add on that.
Perfect. So then should we get into objections? I think that's kind of like almost an excuse that a lot of people like to run with why they're not getting VIPs. It's like, well, people keep saying it's expensive, and people keep saying that like they'll sign up later and they do this and then they do that. So let's talk about those objections, how to go about it, and how to like keep moving on even though you are getting the objections. That means you're working. So go ahead. Or do you want me to start? Either one of us. Okay.
Yeah, you can take it away.
Okay. So yeah, personally, I think that's something that I hear a lot from my team is, well, I'm getting objections. You know, I'm sharing the products and maybe somebody replies to my poll, or they fill out my hair quiz, and then I talk to them about products and I tell them the price, and then they ignore me. They ghost me, or they tell me when I get paid. Okay. So this is where it comes in important to figure out what people's reason was for coming to you in the first place. You know, like what's your main hair concern? What's your main skin concern that you came to me for in the first place? So somebody who is dealing with huge pores, let's say, you know, if you told me that I never was going to see a pore on my skin again, and I use this product, like I'm going to buy that product, you know? And that's the solution that Monet has for people. They're dealing with certain things that they don't want to deal with anymore. So they've come to us to help them with whatever it is that they don't want to deal with anymore. And we have a solution. Okay. So figuring out what it is that people just don't want to deal with anymore. So having these conversations with them. They want the hair care, they want the skin care, whatever. Okay, yeah, it's a little bit too expensive for me. Okay, well, different ways you can go about it. Breaking down the value with the price. So if you're using this store-bought product that you pay $8 for, but you have to buy it 4 different times a month, breaking it down, you're gonna have to buy Monet shampoo. I don't even buy that ever. That should last forever. Oh shoot, I just froze. Can you guys hear me? Can you guys hear me?
You're like cutting in and out, but I think you're fine now.
Okay. Yeah, I just heard you. You guys can hear me now? Okay, I literally don't have time for this, so hold on, let me fix my internet. Okay, can we hear me now? Okay, I'm seeing you guys type, so period. I'm just gonna keep talking. Objections, people saying that it's too expensive. Letting them know, like, look, you're gonna have to go and buy that store-bought product 4 times this month. You're only going to have to buy ours once, because our products are so much more concentrated, which means that we have more product and less water, whereas something from Walmart has all water, barely any product. Letting them know that, like, hey, our products are actually going to work. Our products are actually going to give you the results that you're looking for. And then whatever it was that, their main hair concern was, asking them, I know that you've been dealing with the split ends and like you're totally done dealing with that. In the meantime, like, how do you plan to, help your split ends or work with your split ends or fix that issue that you're dealing with? And the answer is they don't have an answer, and that is why you guys are having a conversation in the first place. So them realizing that they don't have a plan B, they realize that they've come to you for a reason and that they need these products. So really having a conversation with people and not letting them just be like, okay, it's too expensive. Oh, okay, bye. Like, no, these products are worth it. They're going to give you the results that you want. You're going to be so happy, and you're not going to deal with split ends anymore or whatever it is. So that's how I go about people thinking that they're too expensive. Go ahead, Lala.
PK, you guys hear me? How's the connection? Is it good? Okay, perfect. Some of the objections that I get, obviously, I feel like we get a lot of the same objections. It's just obviously how we react to them. So when people tell me that, it's too expensive, I do say that, like, well, in the long run, like PK was saying, like, you'll spend less with Monet than with like your average drugstore brand, because with drugstore brands, you obviously use so much more than what you use in Monet. So I'll say that. And then, like, sometimes if I'm like feeling like super generous, like, you know what, let me take it back really quick. So I also like send 2 example carts. Wait, how's the quality? Is it okay? I see you guys typing, but I don't see what you guys are saying. Okay, so it's good? Okay, so sorry. Where was I going? Oh, I was saying that I also, like, when I'm talking to VIPs, I'll get their super main concern, and I try to like tailor a cart like based off what's gonna target their most like their biggest concern. So I'll make a cart like that, and then I'll make a cart with everything that I feel like they need, so that I send them both. That way they can see both options, and then they're gonna go with the lesser option 9 times out of 10, because it's like, okay, well, that one's cheaper, so I'm gonna go with that way. And then I'll always try to make the OFY sound super special, as if like I'm only doing it for them. Like, it's just something so special, you know what I'm saying? Like, okay, girl, like, being that this month is a split end mender, I'm like, okay, I saw that, you have all these concerns, and you know what, girl, just for you, I can give you a free split end mender. Like, what do you say to that? You know what I'm saying? Like, it makes them feel special. Like I keep saying over and over and over. Another thing is, as y'all know, like, I have like a lot of products in my room or my collection. And sometimes, like, if somebody is like, wow, like, I really, don't have the money to get like all these things. And I'm like, okay, you know what? Like, let's just take care of your order now. And then, like, we can add whatever you need onto your flagship. Right? So after their order, then I'm like, you know what, girl, I'm just going to send you like what you couldn't get, just because like I really want you to have these products. Like, and then I'll send them like either like a full size, because I have some of the small flex hold gels or whatever that was for the OFY. So I'll send those sometimes with a VIP customer. Like, I do that a lot, but now I'm stopping like doing that so often, and I'm just resorting to the samples. So they're just gonna get what they get when it comes to the samples, because at the end of the day, like, I just want them to have these products because they came to me for a reason. Like, I'm super passionate and genuine, like, when it comes to helping people out with their hair and their skin, and obviously this business. So it just makes me happy. Like, every time I get like a VIP customer, like, I literally jump up and down, like, I holler, because it's like, wow, like, these people are trusting me. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I give them options, and then I like send them surprise like gifts that they couldn't afford, being that I have a lot of stuff that I'm willing to use. Like for example, one of the guys, I had a male customer who was suffering from like balding and all that stuff. Like he got all this stuff, and I was like, you know what? I have so many like intense repair treatment sprays. I wrote him a little thank you note, and then I sent him the free intense repair treatment spray because he couldn't add it on to his order. So just things like that are things that I do. That's pretty much it for objections that I get. Oh, another one that we get that I meant to mention is the hair loss objection, which I'm tired of seeing, but it needs to be addressed because people, that's the first thing that people see, you know, when they go to Google and all that stuff. I usually just say like, listen, my hair, like, I have hair and I've been using it for over a year. So there's like, nobody can tell me that using Monet is going to make my hair fall out. Like, it blows my mind, and it's just straight blasphemy when people say, oh, you know, it causes your hair to fall out. I'm like, well, you know what? I'm sorry you feel that way, but there is like scientific research to show that, you know, there is no way you can lose hair using shampoo. People don't take into consideration the other health factors that, you know, are in play, and they are so quick to blame it on, you know, Monet just because they have, you know, people don't blame it until they've seen it somewhere else. They're like, oh yeah, well, you know what? I was using it, so that's why my hair is falling out. You know, things like that. So, that's pretty much how I debunk the hair loss. I'm like, you know what? Using my testimony is all that I can do, and other people's testimony, just showing them like people's hair growth journey with Monet, and not just really like I don't get offended or anything like that. It's just something that I just need to nip in the bud really quick because I don't have time for it. But PK, I'm gonna bounce it back off to you, and you can go into, we can role play a little bit.
Okay. Yeah. Can you guys hear me? Sorry about that.
Yes.
What the heck happened? Really quick, just with that, which I think is so important and goes hand in hand with what you just said, is believing in the products. Like, there's so much power in believing in the products, you guys. I have market partners that come to me that are new, that are like, somebody said to me that like their hair is going to fall out, or that somebody's hair fell out, and I can tell that they believe that they're feeding into that energy. And I'm like, you don't believe in these products. You clearly don't. And you're going to have a really hard time trying to share something that you believe the critics about, you know? So looking at all of the beautiful transformations with these products and actually using them yourself and getting your own transformation to fully believe in the best products on the market, you guys, is going to be a game changer for you. Because if you're kind of skeptical as well, trying to sell something that you're skeptical about, you're not making any money. People are going to feel that energy. People are going to see that you're being real quiet about it. Okay, so believing in the products. Role play. I would kind of like to have this be open for questions, like with role play, because I think people are, you know, like, oh, well, somebody said this, like, how do I respond to that? You know what I mean? So does anybody have any questions about potential VIPs that you don't know how to respond to maybe what they've said, besides like, oh, it's too expensive?
Before we get into that, really quick, I just wanted to add that something that could possibly help you guys out when you're talking to your VIPs is like sending a voice memo. Like, no one wants to, we were talking about word vomit the other day, like no one wants to see like a full screen of words. I'm sorry, but that gives me anxiety, and I'll just throw my phone and not even read the damn message. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like if you are, you know, talking about their concerns and their quizzes and stuff, then you should send a voice memo like, hey girl, like this is what I want to recommend for you. They can always play it back. You know what I'm saying? They don't have to, you know, read a whole goddamn novel to understand what you're saying. You know what I'm saying? Voice memos are super important. And lately I have been going on my computer, like showing me like what I'm putting in their cart. Okay, so this is what I'm going to give you, like these 3 things. And then I'll like point here, like I'm going to give you this free product, you know, just for you, you know, make it sound super special because our VIPs are special. So yeah, I just wanted to mention voice memos and not word vomiting, because word vomiting is literally how you lose a potential. Okay. Like that will make or break your business, because if you're talking too much, like if they don't ask you something, don't sit there and like go full force in explaining everything. Like I know when I first started, I had this urge to like want to explain why I'm recommending this product to them so bad, but it's like, I'm just going to wait until if they want to know, like they'll ask, you know what I'm saying? 9 times out of 10, they don't really ask. I'll just be like, hey, so I'm just going to set you up with these couple things based off your concerns. Like, you know, trust me, girl, like I got you. Don't worry about it. Like, we're going to get all into everything, how it works. Like when you get your products, I want you to FaceTime me or call me, and then I'll walk you through everything, this and that, just to keep it simple, because simple is the best way and not overcomplicated. But that was it. I don't see any questions.
No, that's really good information, because people will definitely be like, well, I told them everything that they possibly could have ever needed to know, and every single ingredient and everything, and they didn't sign up. Trust me, people will really sign up with the least amount of information. Is it going to fix my frizz? Yes or no? Yes. Okay. Sign me up. That's all they really need to know. So when you tell them the whole list of what we are, what the ingredients are, what's going to do for them, all these things, they're like, damn, you're trying too hard. You're literally trying way too hard. And you know what? Never mind. I'm going to deal with my frizz for today. So is it going to fix my issue that I'm having? Yes or no? Yes. Okay, let's go. So keep it real simple, you guys. Yeah, I do see a couple questions though. Do you reach out to people for the opportunity and then switch them to VIP if they don't want the opportunity? Or do you have a separate list? Personally, yes. When I am talking to people about the business and they aren't personally ready yet, I definitely am like, okay, well, you need to try these products at least. You need to try these products, and then they'll eventually turn into market.
No, don't get
I saw that. Ask a question. So I do send them. Can you guys make sure you mute yourselves? So when I am sending the carts,